What's up, guys? Welcome to Storytime Sunday. So I'm just gonna jump right into it here. I want to tell a story today about how I got into an argument with a parent at an indoor playground. So this happened probably about, I want to say like a month ago maybe now, and so me and some friends, we decided to go to this indoor playground. And you know, up here, like obviously we're in Canada, so it's pretty cold in the winter months. It's just a place where kids can go. It's like a really big jungle gym sort of place they can go burn energy, that type of thing. So we decided to go there for the day or for the morning, let the kids run around and stuff. So we get there, they opened at 10, and so the kids were playing. Like, I had Nathaniel with me and the other two boys, like they were going up and down the slides, they were having fun with their friends, all that stuff. So I'd say probably about maybe like 10:30, 10:45, somewhere in there. I'm sitting out in the chairs talking with friends, and Eli comes out to me. They have like this little toddler area where they have like the really soft blocks. They've got like little baby slides and, you know, other little things that toddlers can play with if they can't climb on the bigger structure. So he comes out of there and he's like, "Mommy, he hit me, he hit me, he hit me." So I'm like, okay, Eli, stop. Like, tell me what happened. "Mommy, he hit me with a punch in my head." So I was like, okay, Eli, who hit you? What happened? And so this other little boy comes out, and I use the term little very loosely. Like, this kid was probably like 6 or 7, like a big kid. And so he comes out and he's like, "Well, I hit him because I spent 10 minutes working on my tower and he knocked it down." And so I was like, okay. So I said, "Eli, if you're building with blocks and you make a tower, like, would you be upset if somebody came to knock it down?" He's like, "Yes." So I said, okay, well, buddy, like, we can't knock down our friends' things. If they're working hard on something, like, we shouldn't knock it down. And so then he's like, "Okay, yes, mommy." So I turned to the other little boy and I said, "Hey, you know what? If somebody knocks down your tower, even if they did it on purpose or if it was an accident, we can always rebuild the tower. So let's just find a way to all play together and be kind to one another." So he's like, okay. So he turns around and walks away, or he starts to walk away. And before he could even get like a few steps, what I'm assuming, you know, who I'm assuming is his mom, she comes like from behind me, walks past, she mumbles something to him. Nobody heard what she said. And then she's like, "Come on, whatever, let's just go." So she takes him, I guess, back into the play area. I really wasn't paying attention. And so I said, "Eli, like, let's be kind to everybody, you know, go ahead and go and play." So he turns around, goes in there, and I thought like the whole thing had been resolved. So we sat and we continued like talking to one another, like me and my friends and stuff. And so then one of my friends is like, "She's yelling at them." So I look up and she's in the toddler area, hands out like this, you know, wagging both her hands at the boys, and, "Don't you ever do that to my son again, you lying little kid." So I was just like, no, this chick is not yelling at my children. Like, are you serious? So before I could even get up, she comes out and she comes back to me and she's like, you know, of course, like all salty with her little neck rolling and all that stuff. "You need to come and get your kids because they're in there being bad and they're lying about other kids." And so then she proceeds to turn around, walk back into the toddler area, and continues to yell at them. So I was like, okay, no. See, this is what is not about to happen. So I get up and I'm like, am I really like, I don't even know. I honestly don't even know what to expect. Like, cause she was already irate. So, so I get up and, you know, I walk in there. She's got like, I walk up to her, but she's got her back turned to me, and cause she's talking to the boys. And I just see like their faces, like Josiah and Eli, like they were just like, "Why are you yelling at me?" sort of thing. So I was like, "Excuse me." She didn't say anything. She continued yelling at them. I was like, "Excuse me." And she didn't say anything again. So I was like, "Excuse me." So she turns around, "What do you want?" So I was like, I would like to know what the problem is and why you're yelling at my children. So she's like, you're raising bad kids and they're liars. They're lying about my son. They said my kid hit him and he didn't hit him. I was in here the whole time and I didn't see him do anything. So I was like, ma'am, your son came to me and said that he hit my son because he knocked his tower down. So I have a hard time believing he would come and say that he did something he didn't do to a complete stranger. And so she's like, don't tell me what my son did and didn't do. I was in here the whole time and I didn't see him do anything. I said, ma'am, no, you were not. Like, don't try to say anything about my kids when you weren't in here. They came and told me exactly what happened. So I said the whole thing over. Eli came to me, said he got hit, blah, 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 that sort of thing. Don't tell me what I saw and what I didn't see. Like, your kids are lying. They're lying about the whole thing. My kid does not hit other kids. And I was just like, ma'am. So then the little boy, he's standing there, and then all of a sudden he turns red as a beet. He bursts into tears, and he's like, I didn't hit. And I was just like, okay, I see where this is going. So I turned to him and I said, hey buddy, you know what, it's okay, like everything is fine, you don't have to cry, like this is really not a big deal, whatever. Don't tell my son, no, don't tell my son he doesn't have to cry, his feelings are hurt, so just let him cry. And I was just like, okay, I need you to calm down because I can't understand people when they yell at me, so like calm down. So that made her even more upset, of course. And so, don't tell me to calm down. So I was just like, ma'am, stop yelling, like just stop. This is not a big deal, like these are children, you know. So then I called Josiah over and I said, Josiah, tell me what happened. So she like proceeds to interrupt me when I'm talking to my son. And it's like, no, don't ask him what happened. All he's gonna do is lie, because all he did was lie about my son. My son is in here building his own tower and he spent a lot of time on it, and all your kids did is come and knock it down. Like, please just be quiet. Like, this is an area for toddlers. This is for 4 and under. Your kid is obviously not 4 years old. So of course that made her even more belligerent. And so like she continues to yell and like cuss me out and stuff like that. She's got her hands all in my face, and I was like, get your hands out of my face. Get your hands out of my face. Like, I am probably one of the most nicest, most quiet like person you will ever meet, but don't mess with me and don't mess with my children. Like, so I turned to Josiah and he was just like, both of them were really confused. And so I was like, Josiah, like, you were not in trouble, just tell me what happened. And so he said, in a nutshell, like they were all playing together, they were building their tower together, and then Josiah was like, oh, let's knock it down. And of course, like Eli, he's 2 years old, so he goes and like doop, like he just walks by and knocks over 1 block. Like, it was not that big of a deal at all. Like, it was just the kid completely overreacted, and obviously like his mom does the same thing. So anyway, so in that whole interaction, I can hear all the parents on the outside, because it's an indoor playground, so it was probably, I want to say, like 6 or 7 parents there, and they were like, ma'am, you really need to calm down, like you're scaring our children. Like, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, there are only babies there, most kids are at school at that time on a weekday. You know, you need to calm down, like stop yelling. And she's like, no, I'm gonna get the owner and I'm gonna get everything straight, I'm gonna set her straight, and she can't just have her kids lie about my son and think she can get away with it. And so I was just like, I cannot believe like this is really happening. So by the time I finished having my conversation with Josiah, like I get up, turn around, and the owner is now there, and she's like all up in the lady's face. You know, she's got her hands, don't tell me what to do. So of course, like the owner is like, okay, it's time for you to go. So she's like flipping everybody the bird. She's F you, F all of y'all. I don't have to stay here and take this. Like, you're right, you're not about to stay here, like you're getting kicked out. So like she leaves, she takes her, and it was her son, and then she had like another little girl who was probably, I would say like she wasn't even 2 because she wasn't walking or anything like that. And so as she's leaving, I just see all the parents like looking at me. I just feel like all of these eyes like staring at me, and I was just like, I have no idea what that was about. I don't know why. Like, why did she go from 0 to 1,000 in like literally 30 seconds? Like, it wasn't even that big of a deal. Like, what? How do you get so upset over a 2-year-old knocking over a block? Anyway, I don't know. Like, I could never imagine, you know, yelling at somebody else's kids like that. Like, I would, if anything, if I wanted to correct somebody's kid, or if I saw, you know, somebody else's child doing something inappropriate, I would mention to them, you know, just like I did to the little boy, hey, like, let's all find a way to play together, let's be kind to one another, that sort of thing. And if it was a problem, then I would go and get the parents and allow the parent to parent them. Like, I'm not going to take it in my own hands to yell at their kids and like try to discipline them somehow, or tell them like, you're being a bad kid, you're just a liar, like all this stuff, you know, whatever. So you know, one of the parents in there, like, he said, he was asking me if I thought like it was racially charged or something like that, and I'm like, no, I just think she was tripping, you know, like she didn't have all the screws tightened or something, or like that was just something, you know, really sensitive for her, or like I really don't know. I don't know, like I've almost gotten in a fight one time in my entire life. and this was the second time. So, you know, I honestly don't know what I would have done. Like, if she would have tried to hit me or something like that, I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what I would have done, but I surely, like, I'm not a pushover, like, and you're not about to take advantage of me or my children. You know, that is one thing that I feel like I've grown in, you know, throughout the course of motherhood. Like, I'm gonna defend my kids. So, just not the way that she did it. You know. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave in the comment section below if you've ever had an interaction with a total stranger or with another parent and you didn't know what to do. And I will see you next time. Bye.